Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Hogwarts Legacy. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zarel. Let's get to it. Alright, so today we're dueling duelists who like to duel, but before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. So Sebastian Sallow told us about a certain secret unsanctioned organization within Hogwarts, and to go talk to Lucan Brattleby. He asked who, how'd you find out? Sebastian told me. Well, if Sebastian's on your side, that's good enough for me. You must be quite the duelist already. So, already getting into it, and we've got a little bit of a legend going. So here we go, crossing, instead of crossing swords, they're crossing wands, so to speak. And
of course.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they even give you a prompt for those kinds of things. Like, I'll join your club, or, I don't think so. Because all that means is that you're going to have to come back around and talk to him again another time, I'm certain. Alright, so we have our preliminary match. Ooh, man, she's got her game face on. Look at that. Ravenclaw. Alright, so when we have a yellow shield, we need to use a yellow spell. So I do like that they have that kind of corresponds with it. Leviosa's yellow and they have yellow shields. Although I'm not really looking down at the at the spells. I just have to be like, oh yeah, Leviosa is that one. Oop, I need to start using Protego more proficiently. There, I got one guy down, just one left. So close. Ooh, you know, the end of your combo finisher seems to do a lot more damage than the rest of it. Oof, that was close though.
Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next champion.
Brilliant.
We're in.
Count me in.
We're in. Not only are we in, but we're progressing in the ranks.
I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first
Like wizard's chess.
Hope to see you back here again.
Yeah. Unlike regular chess, no one wants to lose when they're playing wizard's chess. Well, maybe that's the same. Anyway. So many locks and locked doors in Hogwarts, and Hogsmeade, everywhere we go. It seemed like there's locks keeping us away from stuff. I kind of feel like, alright, so we got some new gear to wear. And gear, if you're looking at your stats, it'll add to your offense or your defense. So offense adds to your spell damage. Defense means you have a little bit of, innate damage resistance or magic resistance, and you take a little bit less damage. And then, of course, hit points. They don't relate to your gear, as far as I know, but only to your level. So the higher your level, the more hit points you have, and different levels give different amounts of hit points, or maybe the lower levels give you less, and then the higher levels give you more. I don't know. I don't really keep track of it, but I know that I've gotten like 15 hit points one time and 20 another, so I'm lucky if I happen to be looking at that spot when my level goes up. Alright, so we're going to go talk to Professor Fig. who sent us a message about the locket that we got from our Gringotts excursion. Man, the care and the detail that was put into this space is just really amazing. Like having the vases there, having the students milling kind of randomly, going to and from classes. They're all similar because they all have their robes, their school robes on. All a little bit different because they have different, house pride that is color accents. All right. So we're in Professor Fig's classroom here. Professor Fig, Phineas Nigellus Black. I can just hear his voice in my head. As if my schedule wasn't congested enough, the ministry has charged me with arranging the rather inconvenient arrival. I can hear it. I can hear it in my head. The bureaucrat. He's more of like the assistant to the headmaster, dealing with the paperwork than the actual headmaster. Certainly not someone that is well liked. All right, so let's see what the professor has in store for us.
I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver! Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls too?
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me, and he would have had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me.
All right, so he read the little inscription, which happened to be an enchantment, which was tied to this map. But that wasn't enough. You also had to have the ability or the talent, innate talent, to see traces of ancient magic, which, as far as we know, no one has had in the past 400 years besides myself, or yourself, if you're playing. So just having the locket and just having the map isn't enough. You also have to have that innate ability, which can't be taught, I don't think. I don't think it's something that can be passed on to other people. I think it's something that you have to be born with. All right, so need to go talk to the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher and see what's up. Be like, hey, Professor, what's going on? I need to know something. And spin this globe, because it's fun. One thing I was wondering about. Oh, it does. Okay, so your zip zap will at least break things, but at least you have Reparo to bring them back together. Wait, what? If only a new student would help me. That's not targeted at all. How many new students of a higher year are there? Yeah, why does everyone hate you?
Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies.
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoil sports. Whoa. Moon Mine, that's not very nice. I wanted to make some friends, so I brought my gobstones. Are you? No, I'm not really familiar with gobstones. Little balls. If you lose, they spray you. Gross. Yeah, it doesn't sound great.
Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone.
Could be challenging, but otherwise not so much.
Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstones.
It's one of those. You want to be the gobstone master from the very beginning. You don't want to be the one learning. You'll be the smelliest kid in school. So it sounds like
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say.
Zenobia
I can't work out how to get
is quite proficient at gobstones, either having been sprayed by someone else's gobstones over and over, or just has a natural talent. On the flip side of that,
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really.
people might be unaware of how proficient she is at gobstones and making other people smell bad, but not yourself.
If I knew that, I'd get
So much like Wizard's chess, you don't want to lose.
got up there somehow.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find
All right.
my gobstones, do come and see me again.
So I know a lot more about Wizard's chess, and I think everyone probably does, from the first book from the Harry Potter series, whereas gobstones, I don't know. Like, the name is familiar, but I don't know really any details about it other than what we just learned. Alright, so I guess we'll find the gobstones. But honestly, it kind of feels like Zenobia might be a little bit of a sore winner.
Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
I mean, it's not explicit, but, you know, only hearing the story from her would make it sound a little bit different if you were talking to the players that she was playing against. So if I haven't mentioned it before, I'm glad that there is a mini-map to help out. I would get completely turned around otherwise, and I haven't seen any moving. There's one up there, but I must not be close enough, or there we go. It must be more of a line of sight thing. No moving staircases, which would make it a little bit more difficult. There we go. We got another Flue Flame to add. Ooh, there's another one. Gobstone. Halfway done with the gobstones. We just have to keep on moving. Hello? What's this? A little rope ladder, but maybe all metal. Going up somewhere. Can't get much higher than this, I don't think. Cool. Look at this. This is the divination classroom. The crystal balls and the teacups for reading tea leaves. That's pretty awesome. Of course, we're a little ways away from Professor Trelawney being here. I think that's her name. As Deputy Headmistress to offer you the position of Divination Professor. We're thrilled at the prospect of having you. Professor Weasley. So, as I've previously said, it kind of feels like Professor Black is more of a administrative person, whereas Professor Weasley seems to be more of the headmaster than the headmaster. So it kind of feels like their roles are reversed, at least in action. But that's my point of view. Alright, keep going. We're halfway, but it seems like half of the gobstones were in one part of the castle, and the other three maybe are in a different section. So we'll have to go to a whole new building. One of the things I enjoy is that the Hogwarts castle isn't just one big, box with, parapets and whatnot. It's actually a collection of, kind of a collection of buildings that are kind of Legoed together with bridges and whatnot. There we go. 4 out of 6. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Now I figured out that this statue you need Leviosa to get the page out of. Nice experience for it. Another 80 experience, getting closer to the next level and more hit points as a result. Should make our adventuring slightly easier with more hit points. These appearing, disappearing staircases are pretty cool. We've got a puzzle door, but we're not equipped. We don't have the Rosetta Stone, so to speak, to decrypt what we need to do yet, so we'll come back to it later. Man, it just really astounds me, all the portraits on the wall that are, different. Are there any two that are the same? Another Floo Flame. Actually, I'd be interested to know if there's any that are the same, but in different locations, or if they are all unique. Look at this. Okay, the trophy room. Well, that certainly makes sense. Oh, and we got a gobstone. Look at that. One left. One more. Is that the gobstone up there? How the heck am I supposed to get that? Yeah, almost looks like it's above it. Almost in the attic space. There we go. House elf armor. I don't think I've ever seen a house elf with armor. Here's a chest. Burgundy robe. Looks like it has a better stat on it, so we've got green, gray, green, blue, purple, and gold as different rarities. But even if you have a purple that doesn't or gold doesn't necessarily mean that that's it. It seems like as I'm going along, even if I have a lower rarity piece, it will still be better. Nice. I like that look. One of the things I did notice, at least in the movies in this universe, that some people did have like a handle on the wand, where some people just had the wand itself, and the students almost certainly only had the wand. I mean, Ron busted up his wand pretty good the one year. So I think it's just depending on how fancy you are, you might have a handle for your wand, and other people see it as more of a tool. So it's how you view your wand, if it's just a tool or if it's more of a accessory or something like that. I like the glass on that case. You can tell it's like really old glass because it's got that waviness to it. It's a nice little detail. Oh, another field guide page. Oh, that is troll armor. See, I wasn't certain. I was like, man, is that for a troll? Why would a troll be wearing a full set of armor? But one of them, I guess, did. Hogwarts Herbology Award. Mirabelle Garlic. Garlic. Well, I guess that's a good name if you're getting into herbology. That's cool. That's a nice trophy. All right, let's take a look again. See how to get up there. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh. Well, there's a gobstone. So how do I get up to the other? Oh, wait, no. That was the last one. What was that then? It looked like a gobstone. All right, so let's go ahead and move along. We'll go back to Zenobia and see how big of a spoil sport she is. I don't know. I kind of feel like if I give these back to her, she's just gonna cause more trouble. Like, I don't know. I don't know. People aren't being forced to play against her, I don't think, but they may not realize that she is the gobstone shark that she is. It's like, hey, want to play a friendly game of gobstones? Next thing you know, you're stinking up of gobstone juice for a week. So let's see. Of course, I got them, so I guess the only way that I wouldn't be able to give them back to her is if I didn't go to her. But what's the point of that? It's like avoiding one section of the school just because you don't want to go in that section. I don't know that that's necessarily something that I want to do. Alright, well, let's see what she has to say. And then I guess we can decide from there.
I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
I'm afraid I've decided to keep them. That'll teach you to stink up your classmates.
What? You'd keep my prized collection for yourself?
I'm only teasing. Of course you can have them.
Oh, thank Merlin. You had me worried there. Now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
I'm sure they'd be willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine idea.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have so much fun together laughing as all the losers get sprayed, which won't include me. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
I seriously considered not giving them back, as that was an option. I didn't realize that that would be an option. And then I second-guessed myself and gave them to her and said, I guess I'll give them back to you. I have a question for you guys, though. Did any of you not give the gobstones back, and what happened as a result? Was it a major thing, or was it just like, oh, here, now you've got a gobstone set that you're not going to use, and she doesn't have one, and she's a little peeved at you now, or something to that effect. So, interesting. Thought I saw something up there. Oh, I did see something up there, but it was on the other side of the locked door. Hebridean black skeleton. Very cool. Dragons are very cool up until the point where you're getting attacked by them. Alright, let's see what the professor has to say.
Indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio.
Alright, so in order to learn Incendio, the fire spell, we have to do a couple of tasks for her, and they are having to do with the crossed wands. I don't know how I feel about that name, crossed wands. Kind of feel like it's a work in progress. It's not a final name. I think that they should at least consider a different name. Maybe we'll come up with something better that we can call it. Anyway, but we need to win 2 rounds, and we've already won 1, so that's good, I guess, that I already went to them, and complete a round of spell combination practice with Lucan. So, look at that. Doesn't that look like a D10? A giant brass D10 without the numbers. Hey, that's a Niffler. Haunted toilets. Interesting. So, I'm guessing this is before Moaning Myrtle. Yes, it would have been, because Moaning Myrtle would have been when you-know-who was going to school. So, she's actually not that old for a ghost. Alright. Round 2.
Hello, Lucan.
Bring it on.
Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Bring it on, Lucan. Who you got for me?
I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Are you dueling with a partner?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go already.
Yes, Natty.
Natty.
Let's get to it.
So, I don't know that it really matters who you have with you. Oh, look at that bow and everything with a big smirk.
Apologies in advance.
Apologies in advance. What? Wow, they're confident, aren't they? Well, it is 2 against 3, so... Alright, so now we have violet shields that we need to use Accio. So we got 2 violet shields. Oh, that was a little bit slow on the old Tego.
There goes my wager.
Got me. There we go. Combo. Ooh, I knocked him out. Or not knocked him out. Took care of him. Nice. Nice deflection there. Ooh, that was close. Oh, what the heck? I didn't get any notice of that attack. There we go. Ooh, yeah. And I always forget about Stupefy. So we got 1 down, 1 hanging there, and 1 almost down. There we go, 1 left. Should be easy. 2 of us and 1 of her. Although I think your partner really doesn't really do anything other than kind of keep their attention off of you. So It's not 1 versus 3. It's kind of like 1.5.
Pity more people can't watch.
Victory! Yes. Now we're about halfway done with that list,
You did indeed.
laundry list of
The other
tasks
duelists
that
have only
the
taken
professor
notice
gave
of
us.
you, but after that last
All right.
one, they'll really have it in for you.
Our legend grows as a
If you want chance of
duelist,
winning, or at least surviving the next round.
and it's only
I'll
going
let you
up
know
from
when we're
here.
ready. Hope to see you then.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
The next round is for all
All right.
stones, so to speak.
Ooh, talk about all the gobstones. I just gave away all the gobstones. Alright. And then we got a decent chunk of experience from doing that, and
May I use the training dummy?
now we just need the training
Practice and give
dummy
you
to
extra
practice
practice.
spell
Wanna have a try
combos.
now?
I mean, we kind of have combos already,
Be sure to cast all your spells before the
because
dummy
you
lands.
lift someone up and then do the old zap 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 combo.
Let me know.
And it seems like your combo finisher does more damage, or as much damage as your other ones. Ooh, dropping the door.
That's it.
All right, I wasn't sure what the little asterisk was, but it's the old zappy zap, Leviosa and the zap combo.
Good one.
So easy enough so far. All right, Leviosa, zap zap zap. Oop, one too many zaps.
Time perhaps.
Let's try it again.
Trying.
Leviosa, zap, 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 Accio, zap, 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 and zap. There we go. Nice. Nicely done. Yes, indeed. Nicely done.
I'd say that's enough practice.
All right.
Looks good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
Keep on practicing so you can survive.
Practice, then during a duel. You'll be a fearsome
We're getting
challenger
there.
now.
But we got what we needed here. We got our 2 rounds in the bag and spell combos practice. So now we can go back to Professor Hecat.
You could have gone a bit
For some
easier
reason,
on me.
could have gone easier on you. The guy that said apologies in advance. I'm out of the tournament. Thanks to you.
Perhaps I should stick to potions.
Maybe I should stick to potions. Oh man. That ran the gamut too. I'm really mad at you, and why'd you have to beat us so hard to maybe I should shuffle around my life choices. Maybe I'm not the duelist I thought I was. And having just been beaten, I'm sure that it still stings. It still stings a bit talking about your loss, but it's just kind of funny. All right, so let's learn this
I trust Mr.
spell
Bradley.
and
I
get
finished
to
all the
it.
tasks you gave me,
And that's
Professor
it.
Beckett.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing.
Yes.
And we'll see you next
I
time.
visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate and keep your wand steady. Good work.
Incendio!
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
Leviosa! Incendio!
Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
PlayStation